Hi friends, it's Kristen. For today's video, I'm going to do two looks with this new Nomad palette, the Keys Beachy and Peachy palette. And this is just so cute and fun. It comes with a mirror. We open it up. There is the color story, very summer and beachy and lovely. Now, I did get this palette for free. I did not get it in PR. That would be amazing, maybe one day. But every quarter, Nomad does a starfish contest where you can nominate creators to receive a palette of their choosing for free. I got 3 nominations. I can't say the word. Oh gosh. So I got 3 nominations. I also have 3 sisters. Is that a coincidence? Maybe. Probably not. Gosh, my blush is a little crazy. Anyway, and so I got picked. I don't remember exactly how many people they pick, but I was one of them. So I am very grateful to my 3 nominators and to Nomad Cosmetics for doing this program. So if you have somebody that you enjoy watching, especially a smaller channel, I imagine their next contest will be here up in a couple months. So I got a DM on Instagram and gave them my info, and you can pick a palette of your choice, and I did pick this one. There's a few other ones that I really like too. The Ireland one, the Safari one was also really pretty, but I decided to go with this one. So, and also they support some kind of charity with every palette that they do. Usually it comes with a card. I didn't get a card this time. I don't know if it's because of when they sent it out or what, but it says designed island hopping and road tripping from Key Largo to Key West, proud supporter of Dolphin Research Center. So, all right, so I want to do a couple looks with my wonderful palette. So I think I'll do more of like a bluey purple-ish kind of side, and then do like a yellowy green lighter side. So once again, I never plan this in advance, and so you kind of get what you get with me. I'm gonna go in with Sea Meets Sky, this blue right in the middle on the top there. I was gonna swatch everything and show you guys the swatches, but I really suck at swatching. I feel like I was like doing a disservice, so I poo-pooed that. So I'm going to put it on my outer corner. Just kind of stamping it on there. It's very nice. It is not patchy. It's very smooth. And I think I'm going to take a little bit more. Bring it in a little bit. Bring it just like on the outer portion just a little bit. Just very faintly. Okay, what do I want to do next? I think next I'm gonna go in with the Close to Perfect. It says it's like a very light green, but with just like a little bit of blue as well. And I think I'm gonna put that kind of all over the lid. Did you guys have a good 4th of July? Do anything fun? We were both off work. But we didn't really do anything. We had hot dogs and apple pie for dinner, so we thought that was very American. We didn't go to the fireworks or anything. We just kind of stayed home with the dogs, made sure they were okay. And they actually did pretty good. You know, they didn't like it, but they weren't freaking out too bad. Jake probably had the hardest time, but he's our littlest. That looks so pretty together. I think with this darker blue, with this, makes it look a little bit more blue than it does in the pan. And I love when shadows can kind of play off each other's color. I'm just going to use my finger to see if I can get just, because it is very light, like a pastel, which usually isn't my favorite, but this is going on very nicely. Okay. I'm going to clean this brush. No, I don't want to use this brush. I'm going to use a very thin brush. So I'm going to use this one. I'm going to go into Key West, which is that dark purple right there. So yeah, we just stayed home and hung out, and that was it. The city does do like a fireworks show, but fireworks, like personal fireworks, are generally banned every year because we do live in a very dry place. But usually the county next to us, which is just like 20 miles out of town, you can usually do them there. And they actually set up, it's like the community center or one of the schools, they set it up where you can do it in their parking lot, so it's a little safe, kind of controlled. So some people will do that, but there was definitely people setting off fireworks illegally, which I get. Like, I'm not gonna be too, you know, mad about, but my thing is just be smart. So I kind of did that like a liner. I just kind of stamped it on my lash line. And I'm gonna do it down here as well. So last week, actually, not even 4th of July, we have a patio in the backyard, and I was in the hammock reading, and I heard a loud boom. So somebody had shot off fireworks, like the neighbor across the back from me, if that makes sense. So behind us, there's a walking trail. There's an alley, a walking trail, and then there's kind of like an expanse of grass that I do believe the city owns. I don't think it belongs to the people that like live there. I'm just patting on some glitter glue. And so it wasn't the person like directly behind, but kind of catty corner behind us. Set off firework, huge boom. Scared the shiznit out of me. What do I want to do? I think I'm going to go in with this Key Largo, so right next to the Key West, and put that just kind of all over the lid with my finger. Yeah, I was laying in the hammock and I was reading, but yeah, that definitely like, scared me. And I sat up, kind of looked around, like everything seemed okay. Laid back down. My husband came to the back door. He's like, "Did you hear that?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he just was kind of looking around too, and all of a sudden I kind of smelled something, and I was like, So I sat up and looked around, and I was like, "Oh shit." They started a fire in the grassy part, like behind the house, and luckily, I think it was the same person that shot the fireworks. I don't know if it was like kids and this was the adult watching them or whatever. but I think it was the same house. They called 911, but they also got a fire extinguisher, and they actually got it out before the fire department arrived. And it killed the grass, obviously, but luckily nothing worse than that. Nobody got hurt, no structure damage or anything, just some burnt grass, which sucks, but could have been much worse. So yeah, that's my thing. Just, be stupid. Don't set my house on fire. I'll be very upset. I'm trying to balance out with, because I keep going over that purple, like, liner that I did, but I keep, like, then I try to fix it and then I make it too much. So I think I'm gonna call that good. And then I'm gonna go in with Conch Republic, so that kind of yellowy gold. Well, it's pretty yellow, not super gold. There's another gold one with a chart on it, and then just do a little inner corner action there. So, and still more people are setting off fireworks, and it's just, I get it, but it scares me. It scares dogs. If you ever happen to go to Hawaii, to Oahu, that's where my sister lives, they like constantly set off fireworks every night. There is fireworks. They are illegal there, which you would think it's a pretty wet climate, like as far as if it was a fire danger. I don't know why exactly they have outlawed them. But anyway, but there's always fireworks, so that's the first look. I think it's really pretty. I definitely kind of went outside like my usual, kind of put some combos together that I didn't think I would, and I love when I do that because most times I feel like it works out well. And I really usually end up liking it, so I'm glad that I tried some different things over there. So we'll go to the next eye. I really need to wash my brushes. Usually I'm pretty good about them, but just haven't lately. So I'm going to do more of a halo eye this time. I'm going to go into Marathon, which is this bright. Well, it's not super bright, but it's like a tealy color. That was one of my wedding colors. It's very similar to that. So I don't generally mind working 4th of July. I only really mind back when I was single and didn't like have anybody with the dogs because I didn't like leaving them alone because they don't like fireworks. Charlie, who passed away about a year and a half ago, he, didn't like them, obviously. I mean, no dog was like cool with it really. But he was just kind of like dealt with it. Like, he didn't like it, but he was okay. But for a couple years there, he really hated it. He actually, one year I was working, and my brother had lived with me at that time, but he was also working, so nobody was home, and he like chewed on the door frame to my brother's room because I guess because the door was closed. I don't know if he thought he was in there or, but yeah. So but then he kind of got over it. That went on for a couple years, but he also definitely towards the end of his life lost some of his hearing, so I think that was probably part of it. And next up, oh, do I want to do yellow? I think I'm going to do yellow. I think I'm going to do Far From Normal, that beautiful bright yellow there. So, yeah, it was pretty uneventful. personally, I try to do things like outside of busy times, so I don't make a lot of plans on like holidays. Um, if I have like errands to do, I try to do them during the week because I don't like do it on the weekend. Although today is Saturday that I'm filming. I did go to, where did I go? Target and Walmart, and just I ran into Sam's Club real quick. I just had one thing to grab in there. Um, and it wasn't very busy, so I'm guessing like a lot of people are still like out and about. For the weekend, we do have a lake. I don't know, I think it's about 30 miles outside of our town, that I'm sure a lot of people were at. What am I doing? What else do I want to do? What do I want to put down? So I think I'm going to put down some Shipwreck Trail, so that kind of muted orange there, peachy kind of vibe. My sister went back to Hawaii. She actually flew back on the 4th. It was actually cheaper, which was kind of surprising, but I guess people don't want to actually do flying on a holiday. So I was really bummed to see her go. I feel like she just got here. And next, so in the middle, I'm going to do Rum Runner. It kind of looks red in certain lights and looks more orangey in other lights. Let's see how that does. Glitter glue. Glitter glue. So that's a bummer. So I don't have any like plans right now for the rest of the summer, like set in concrete. That's not the same, set in stone, but I'm still hoping to do some more like exploring. Maybe if my schedule works out, going to Minnesota to see my sister that lives there. And then on the way there, I would be able to stop in Rapid City where my other sister lives in South Dakota and say hi. So I think I'm gonna take a little bit more of that shipwreck trail. That's the mat I used in the middle. Kind of buff it a little bit. There. I feel like I look like Sherbert. Whenever I do pastels, I do get that vibe a lot. I'm like, I look like Rainbow Sherbert. It's kind of what I end up with a lot of the time, in my opinion. Although you don't see much blue Sherbert, so we'll give it that. Just throwing my mascara on. That's the other. Super fun and colorful. You know, I'm a color girl. Don't usually go for neutrals, every once in a while, but love me my color, and this is a great, once again, mattes are beautiful. They do great mattes, great shimmers, but I really, really like their mattes and how well they blend together and lay down. Shimmers have always been nice. It doesn't look like any of these have like a multi-chrome that I can see anyway. But when they do a multi-chrome, it is very pretty as well. I'm just swatching a couple of the ones I didn't use. So, beautiful. It's kind of weird. I feel like when I swatch on my hand, I do okay. It's when I try to just swatch on my arm. I don't know if it's just my arm skin doesn't take to eyeshadow well or what. Wasn't many mattes we didn't use. So this is like the red one, but it's like a reddish orange. Which I usually don't go for red, but this one might be okay. might be like muted enough orange. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below, send your friends. I wanted to give another shout out to my sisters for nominating me, and to Nomad Cosmetics for doing this contest every quarter, and really just being a great company overall. Like I said, they always contribute to different charities with their releases. They do a lot of PR to smaller creators, people that just have like a few thousand subscribers, where like not a lot of brands do that. And I think they're just super sweet and lovely, and they make a great product, so can't go wrong, right? All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully I will see you soon. I am working on getting a mic. I know I don't have the loudest voice to begin with, so, and I also usually don't talk a whole lot, so I wear myself out pretty quick. All right, guys, thank you so much. Bye.